So, as you guys know, I am what is referred to as a degenerate, also known as an arch Linux user. So, of course, I am in one of the final stages of using Linux. But I'm sure it can get worse from here. We're all degens. True. Stop joling chat, but it's Joel. Yeah. Linux!
Linux is an operating system
True. Good, correct opinion.
mostly associated with the Hackerman meme of Rami Malek, and loosely known for its utility of keeping the modern software ecosystem alive. The average Linux enjoyer.
Wait, what do we have here? We have some Toho, some Kaon, some Miku down there. Oh, we got some Nendos. Is that the PS3? Yeah, this is the PS3 interface. This is a beautiful picture. This is a... Wait, that is... probably nude. I don't know. Can't tell. I think those the Lucky Star girls there? I think it might be. True Linux Endgame is running a noob distro and contributing to random projects.
When not correcting me that it's actually GNU plus Linux,
Shut the fuck
started
up.
their journey in the awareness phase. In this phase, you're basically just a normal human being, until you look into those mesmerizing penguin eyes
I remember those days. That was a weird time. He paused to look at the anime. Of course I do. Why wouldn't I?
and it changes the trajectory of your life. But that's a later problem. Whether you heard about Linux at your college classes, or when
Cringe.
using the urinal of a shady bar, and a man in peculiar headwear comes to the stall right next to you, and whispers so softly in your ear, I use Arch by the way, fundamentally
brother.
you're aware that Linux exists, and may be aware of the benefits. But you're still gonna go home and boot up your spyware of choice.
Yeah,
Whether it's
brother.
America or China stealing your data to train LLMs, it doesn't really matter to you. You still want to live in the walled gardens of whatever psyop you choose. The worst case scenario in the awareness phase is that you subscribe to this mindset, and eventually your wife leaves you and you go on a downward spiral.
I got fired and my wife divorced me. Tech lead interview. Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember Tech lead scamming his audience allegedly with a fake crypto token allegedly? That was a fun time. I thought Tech lead was just like a shit poster from the start, but like I think he's actually just that weird. Yeah. The million coin, which was a scam, allegedly. I don't want to be sued, allegedly. Because he did try to sue someone. Allegedly. Let's not have that one happen. Didn't he do another one? I believe he did.
Or by the stroke of some miracle
Yeah,
from
recently.
God.
Yeah, he launched like a meme coin or something, allegedly. Known him ever since the You Don't Value Your Time video. Oh, that was such a good video.
Your wife leaves you and you go on a downward spiral. Or by the stroke of some miracle from God, you become the normie. The normie uses Linux in some capacity. Maybe you're an engineer whose manager told them to go do AWS stuff.
I know
It
a number
would
of
be
these
good
people.
learning experience. When in reality, the last funding round didn't go so well, and now they can't afford an actual DevOps engineer. Or you're using it for my personal favorite reason. Penguin look cool. Whatever your
does.
reason, you're most likely on Mint or Pop OS.
With Pop OS, I'm kind of concerned with the future of this, right? Because Pop OS has been put on hold until Cosmic is ready. And it's been, like, when was the, what is the latest Pop OS? Is it like 2204 or something? Yeah, it's still 2204 LTS. And ever since that happened, right? Like, there's been a lot of changes to the Linux desktop ecosystem. Yeah, 2204 LTS. They're gonna make a new version eventually, but, like, now we have a bunch of distros that do basically the same thing that Pop OS do. So I don't really know if it's gonna have the same hype behind it. It probably will, but I know, I'm kind of concerned. I'm kind of concerned with how this is gonna go. I don't know. We'll see probably in, like, a year, maybe. We're probably not gonna get a Pop OS until 2604, would be my guess.
Two completely fine distros. You're probably a pretty decent programmer or systems administrator. This is the most sensible and rational place to be.
No, this is not how... Actually, you know what? Yeah, actually, I'll grant you. Yeah, I'll grant you this, actually. Cosmic is the only egg in the basket. What does that even mean? 2204 only got 2 years of LTS left. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I'll grant you this. This actually is very true, Graph.
User. Here's the thing. Normie has such
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! You don't know!
Sensible and rational place to be if you're a Linux user.
You don't know how many times when I'm fucking playing Marvel Rivals with Venny that she's like, here's the thing. Or somebody else in the voice chat is like, here's the thing. Like, shut the fuck... Shut up! We've done this joke to death already. The character's been in the game for like 3 weeks, and we've already done the joke to death.
The thing, Normie has such a negative connotation around it that you're probably angry if you fall into this camp. But I mean, normies have it pretty good. Imagine not carrying the burden of how billion-dollar companies hijack your brain and the wider society around us. Normies have the best of both worlds. Penguin look cool, Terminal look cool. This is the stage I recommend to anyone. Leave and forget the wider ecosystem.
Hey, it's Luke!
You still have a shot of living a relatively normal life. Until you fall into the pipeline phase.
Yeah,
Pipeliners are people that went a bit too far with Linux.
I'm sorry, what? What is that look?
The pipeline phase. What
is that? Fucking rat shoes, lightning pants. You know what? I think he's, the thin line between he cooked and he's cooked. No, I don't think the line's very thin here. He's fucking cut the line in half.
Pipeliners are people that went a bit too far with Linux. And unfortunately, Linux has many pipelines you can fall into. You can start with the distro hopper. As hard as it is to believe, I was once young. Then I learned about distro hopping. Now I'm no longer young, nor do I like using Linux. Distro hopping is a chronic addiction suffered mostly by Linux users in their early stages of an existential crisis. In the beginning, it may manifest itself as a clever and practical way to learn about new systems and package managers. But eventually, the adrenaline of installing a new distro wears off, leaving the user to find the most intricate problems within the system to justify another fresh install. Eventually, the distro...
If I just go to the next distro, my problems are gonna be resolved. Turns out it was never a problem with the distro.
Does realize that most distros are just Ubuntu or Debian with a different desktop environment, but only after burning through 100 different distros and nitpicking every last core utility. It's at this point they enter the Ricer pipeline. The Ricer is an artist, and the desktop environment is their canvas. For most people, an operating system is a means to an end, a utility. For the Ricer, the main purpose of any distribution is to...
I do love that Herb's Luft WM is the first one listed there. It could be anything. It went with the one that nobody fucking uses.
To install as much software as they can.
Also, Hyperland should be on this list by now.
They have the most interesting looking setup to post on r/Unix corn. They gave up on useless things like system administration, programming, leaving the house, or having hobbies in favor of i3 gaps. I mean, can you blame them? The SOX pipeline. Many users, actually just Arch users, for reasons unknown, tend to adopt.
There are multiple subreddits of socks enjoyers. Now, I am unable to wear programmer socks without my legs hurting because I go to the gym and I got big thighs.
These socks. Now, the final stage of being a Linux user.
Relevant meme I found yesterday URL.
Okay, what is this? It's Arch install. Let me just check it. Get bigger socks. You know, they don't exactly make socks for fuck off. Fuck. Yeah, you know what? This is great. Absolutely incredible. What are these comments? Remove the beard. Why? Isn't stacking seemingly incompatible stereotypes? Standards, if you will. The whole point of Linux. True. Accurate. Ren! Ren, are you still here? I found you! You can't fucking escape me! Just Brodie things. I need to do more of this. Pulls pants down. I need to make more. I need to make more shit posts like this. Gen 2, the next stage is Gen 2.
Unknown tend to adopt these socks. Now the final stage of being a Linux user, Gen 2. If you're
True,
in
brother.
this camp, you're unlikely to be watching my videos. You're happy living off your farm and
Hey,
feeding your
look
free
who it is. It's our boy.
and open source chickens. Every interaction with technology is accompanied by a firearm. So is every interaction with wider society. You definitely have the skills and capabilities of being a senior DevOps engineer, but you won't deal with most companies because they pay in fiat and not blockchain coin. This is the final stage of Linux usage, where you've not only given up on fiat and not blockchain coin. This is the final stage.
Man. Sad times. We've lost a great man. He wanted to become famous. He became famous. He left us all behind.
Of Linux usage, where you've not only given up on software, but society as a whole. You realize that we live in a world designed to be suboptimal. We must return as one, either to nature or to God, as a single omnipotent Linux user. My honest piece of advice is to get out while you're still a normie.
Good.
But if
Good
you're
plan.
dumb enough to fall for the wider pipe...
Wait, why am I here? Hold up, this is actually great. Okay, I don't know who this is. Chris, we got Fedora, distro reviews, XSC, bash scripting. Okay, based. OpenBox, i3, yep. Bloated candle. I don't know that. I have no idea what that is. System D sucks. Yup. It is always fucking weird when I'm part of these memes. It is so fucking weird to me every time. Like, r/Linux sucks likes to post my videos. They really do. Like every other week, one of my videos makes its way to r/Linux sucks. I will never understand it. In my head, I still have 1,000 subs. Nobody has any idea who I am. But, like, my channel is one of the biggest channels in the Linux world, right? Like, if you watch Linux videos, you're gonna come across my videos.
pipeline. Have you tried, I don't know, becoming smarter by trying out the
Wait.
sponsor of today's video, Brilliant.org. Brilliant is a learning
Wait.
platform
No way he has a sponsor on this
with
video!
thousands of lessons on math and science. Brilliant does an excellent job of introducing you to new scientific concepts, but most importantly, it helps you recognize patterns, which, in any profession focused on problem solving, can give you a real leg up. I personally use Brilliant on my commute on the way to work, and it's been amazing to set up a new learning habit. To try everything Brilliant has to offer for free for a full 30 days, visit brilliant.org/bigboxsuite or scan the QR code
love
on
sponsors.
screen. Or you can click the link in the description. You'll also get 20% off an annual premium subscription. Thank you so much to Brilliant for sponsoring this video, and thank you for your time.
When he said Brilliant, I thought it was going to be a shitpost. I did not actually think the video was sponsored by Brilliant.
I am Big Box.
You are Big Box. True. True and real. Good video. Love that. I feel like everything he said is completely accurate. 100% real and true. And I loved it. Go watch Big Box's videos. I don't know why I'm not subbed on this channel. I'm gonna write true and real. There we go. What's the catch is brilliant? It's always being shielded by YouTubers. It has to be a catch, right? I don't know. Arguably, it's not the best teaching tool. Different people learn in different ways. The way it presents information might not be the most productive, but No, from what I can tell, Brilliant's just a reasonable sponsor. Like, it's just a learning website. Could you get most of the information on, like, YouTube for free? Absolutely. Yeah. But this is the case for most things. But if you want a more, like, reasonable course structure, Brilliant, like, it seems fine, right? It seems like a totally... unlike a lot of YouTube things, it's not a scam, from what I can tell. It's just a thing. It is just reasonable.